sometimes a man.
What are you talking?
Sometimes a man will go into like a bathhouse.
Sure.
And there'll be other men there.
Right.
And they'll have intercourse. Mm-hmm. And then one of them will catch.
Wait a minute. Are you talking about college?
And then one of them.
Are you talking about? I'm not sure what you're talking about.
And then I'm trying to talk about science.
No, I'm asking you. Science.
I'm trying to tell a science story.
I want to know if this is a class I can take.
This is that you are getting schooled in a way. You are getting learning.
Right. Okay.
You're being learned. So you can go. You have sex with other gentlemen, and then because you didn't bring anything to wrap up your willy, you can catch something like a disease. And it can kill you. This is Walking the Room.
Wait a minute. Shit. That's so dire. Just got back from Starfish, Brooklyn, and it was fun for me.
By the way, coming off of the dinosaurs,
Justin Van Wormer. That's all I want to talk to you about right now. Justin Van Wormer is a cuddler, but also a learned.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, no, he's a scholar.
I'm not sure.
And he writes about us in the Dome. And
he's confused.
Truly. But he writes basically treaties or essays about comparing us to America. Not treaties.
Are we signing a treaty with him?
Not treaties.
So he'll go in the Thunderdome and he'll
write a treaty.
He'll make a treaty.
He wrote a treaty of Versailles.
That's awesome.
No, not treaties. That was the wrong word. He writes these essays about us and comparing us to times or events in history, and not just us, but the whole cuddler thing, the whole group thing, our whole struggle. In the most recent installment, and he's a highly learned man, so this might not be for everybody, but get to the Dome and check it out.
I dropped my thing.
He compares the recent election to Cortez coming to America, finding land.
Cortez?
No, the founder of Cortez Guitars.
God damn it! Why do you take it to a place I don't know what you're talking about?
I barely know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
But basically what happened was they got here, they burned their ship so they couldn't go back, and then they got so far in that they had to kill everybody. That's essentially it.
But here's the thing. So you pull up and you burn your ship.
Well, here we go. So you burn your ship so you can't go back.
The dudes on the ship weren't like, yeah, that's a good idea. Let's burn the ship. The captain pulled up and said, burn the fucking ship. We're staying. And everyone's like, what are you talking about,
Yeah, we're
bro?
going to stay.
No,
and then if we can't deal with what's here,
there's a lot of guys going, no.
Yeah.
No.
And then he did. There was a lot of him pointing at a badge or like a star on his shirt, whatever he wore. I don't think he was a sheriff, but he pointed at something that said, he had the big
this
hat.
This is my thing.
He had a huge hat.
Had the hat, and he said, who's wearing the big? Who's wearing the metal hat right now?
Right.
Who's wearing the metal hat?
Right, but he said it in Spanish.
I know good he did that.
Right. That was almost as bad as that comedy you were talking about earlier. This also, people will look back on this with disgust, and my own children will have to.
This podcast is basically going to be the audio version of the blacks being shot with fire hoses in Selma, Alabama.
I think at some point people are going to go to True. Did you know that your father made hate crime in the closet with his friend? Did you know that your father made hate crime in the closet with your friend?
Yes.
Anyway, go read it. But he basically then says that what we're left with is scavenging for what's left. And that the white man is sort of the hobotang scavenging for what's left.
I mean, the white man.
And then he said, he basically goes on to say that Starfish Circus to Brooklyn is trying to transcend the hobotang. So he feels this whole thing is an exercise in transcending hobotangery.
I mean, he's putting a nice...
It's like the burning of an orange.
He's putting a nice bow on what is a horrifying thing.
It's so hard for people to just believe this is two stupid dudes shouting at each other. We try and break it down. This guy has given us so much credit.
There's nothing deep going on here, man. There's just a couple of fucking idiots.
Yeah.
It wasn't working out for.
It's not really working out now.
It's turned out a little bit.
Look, I know we lost followers when you got on Arrested Development. Like that's like you getting that part last week definitely was some sellout shit.
I don't think people know that. I think that you
they
just
know it now.
It.
Well, we just lost some followers.
This week I was on 1600 Penn, and then I just shot it was a small scene. It was supposed to be a little bigger, but then we got there and we realized it didn't make sense. So David Cross and Maria Bamford and I talked about it, and I ended up just having one line.
You're not that good at having a talk about it. I wish I'd been there to talk about it with you. I'd have figured a way for David Cross where you could say to David Cross, "You're already on the show." Why don't you let Dave have a part?
But it's a nice thing to have on the resume, and I fucking booked it because the casting director just called me up and said, "Do you want it?"
That's great.
Is nice.
That doesn't happen that often.
No. And the fucking Mitch Daniels, the gentleman who created The Office, came over and he works on it, and he came over and said, "You were great on The Office. I'm so glad you agreed to do this."
And then he later on said, "Thank you, Ray." And you said, "Ray," and he goes, "You're Ray James, right?"
I said, "No, that's another gentleman." My name's Dave. And by the time I said my name's Dave, he had turned sideways and was looking just out at a parking lot. So that's just how my career is in general.
It's still in a shame chamber.
And my album's coming out, Shame Chamber.
Well, you got to give a date. I mean, we can all say my album's coming out. My album's coming out. All right.
I'm going to March. I got to get it mixed. I got to listen to it. I haven't wanted to listen to it yet.
If you're listening to this, we like to do this post. We don't really like to super pump it before, but we were in all of the excitement of Starfish Brooklyn and Dave's album. We didn't really talk that much about having a fucking live podcast that we just did with Rory Scovel and
that is
Janet
happening.
Varney.
Yeah, we did just do it.
Yeah, we just did it Thursday. It went really well. Or one of us died.
It went great. Did we also have Jeff Bolt?
We hadn't talked about it. We talked about the possibility. We may or may not have had Jeff Bolt.
Okay.
I will try and get him.
Either way, it was fucking great. And it was at
good.
the Eureka Theater in San Francisco. And we had a blast. It was great to see everybody out there.
Yeah.
My sister's coming.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That'll be great.
Yeah, my sister and my brother-in-law.
Oh, that'll be great. My dad will be there. Dick will be there. So you can get his autograph after the show.
How is he after the
He's
49ers
good.
loss?
Not as good as my sister.
They lost to a murderer.
They lost to, they lost. I mean, they just, I don't know. They gave it up.
Anyway, congrats to the fucking murderer.
Hey, and we got offered.
He has become more of a murderer with his victory in my eyes because I wanted the 49ers to win. Since they didn't win, I'm now just straight up calling him a murderer. Whereas before I was calling him acquitted, alleged murderer. Now he's just a murderer.
Why don't you make him a double murderer?
He killed 2 people with his bare hands.
The fact that you haven't mentioned his name makes it better.
Yeah.
The
allegedly.
Allegedly. Okay, so we had a great weekend in Brooklyn, and the show was fantastic, and Will Anderson was able to record an album, and then afterwards. He put to shame Cool Things for Cool People by taking me into a room and going, "Just because you and I understand, we get it, right?" And then just stared at me. And I love that guy so much. And I wanted so badly to know what the fuck he was talking about. And of course I didn't. Because he, being a vegetarian, couldn't find anything to eat before the show, although he could have gone with us for savory pie.
There was pizza. There was cheese pizza right in front of him. He just didn't want to eat.
4 and 20 Blackbirds around the corner would have been a place he would have loved. It was a pastry shop that made vegetarian shit.
I took him to. We went to a vegetarian lunch.
Let's not lie about this. The man does not mind a booze snack.
Well, the funny thing is he had like 3 beers. And all of a sudden he was, because he didn't eat anything.
No, and he was
he went from 0 to drunk because that's what happens when you don't have any food in you.
Yeah.
And then he went up and did a set, and he was on stage. He said, "That's when I realized how drunk I was." And I was like slurring and like.
Well, he was slurring, but he was also screaming. But can I tell you something? Not only do people not mind, they fucking loved it. Yeah. So, but it was really interesting because then you and I and Janine literally went up and did 15-minute sets. You know, like bam, bam, bam. Like we did 15-minute sets. It's like they held the open mic after the headliner. And the band got through it pretty quick. And then we had fucking Nora Jones come out and do Ghost Town with us, and a guy named Jed Parrish, who was in the band The Gravel Pit. And that was fucking amazing. Sing like a motherfucker. I'm imagining most people are like, really? You got Nora Jones, you had her sing that song where she had share the vocals with somebody? But she was super stoked to do it, and she was a gamer, and she liked the show. I had a great time. So I just want to tell you how this wraps up. Angelo.
Okay, talk about Angelo.
And then we'll talk about that. So that'll be it. So
this is the sad part of our story.
Here's the thing. Because it was a walking the room experience, you guys don't know this because we don't like that, but we had fucking cancellations like left and right.
Al Madrigal bailed, and Al Madrigal said, I have some meetings and stuff I have to do, and I can say this now, bullshit. You're a 49er fan, you fucking cunt, and you went somewhere, you wanted to go somewhere to watch a game like San Francisco. I'm just that might not be true. Al's a friend of mine.
He's a friend of both of ours.
But
it was kind of a horseshit.
I'm calling his bullshit.
Yeah. It didn't sound like because here's the thing.
The Saturday meeting?
Unless he was in a fucking movie. Nobody works on Saturday. No, it was horseshit. Nikki Glazer said yes before almost as Al, the door hadn't even shut yet, and Nikki Glazer said yes in bold caps.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in. So we redid the poster. Mm-hmm. Garofalo also said okay very quickly because she's never listened to the podcast.
Yeah.
And
she doesn't have a computer.
And no, I know. And her husband, her common law husband, not the one she's married to, Rob Cohen, but Pete Caldez. Yeah. It plays with the Monarchs.
They're not married anymore because Rob Cohen married somebody else. They got a separation. She doesn't have a computer. I just want to put that. Out there.
No, I know. And there's 300 fake Janine Garofalo Twitter feeds.
I'm sure there are, and she's living like a lumberjack.
But you know what?
In New York City.
Who cares? She still
watches. Like a fucking maniac. Like a maniac.
She does. Walks everywhere. It's insane. She looked great. She was great.
Yeah.
However, so she gets on the show. I'm in this thing where 3 weeks ago, I ran into Ben Stiller, and before I finished asking the question, he said, yes, I'd like to play drums with you guys. I was like, fuck, that'd be great. So we pick out a song and blah, blah, blah. Then he writes back. He's like, I don't think I can I got a lot going on.
Yeah.
Blah, blah. So he was supposed to be the special guest.
Yeah.
So we had no one. So that happened. So then we get a hold of Pete, the drummer, and I say, look, you live in New York. Pete, you fucked up the Beatles. You fucked up your Beatles thing.
Up the Beatles.
Don't miss this chance.
How about this?
Get on the ground floor of a band that's...
Let's do this for you.
As old as you are.
Yeah.
I say to Pete Caldez, Janine's drummer.
Lover. Let's call him
so handsome.
Say lover.
Yeah, he's handsome. So I say to him, hey, do you know any sort of like indie upstart girl that's got a dynamite voice that is not doing anything on Saturday night? He goes, I don't know anybody, but would you guys be okay with Nora Jones?
No. Jesus Christ, what are you kidding me? Nora Jones? For our classy organization? No.
So Nora Jones can do it, but she can't come to rehearsal. So we can do a sound check with her, which is what we did, and do the song once and then hope it goes well. So that all worked out. It worked out better than we thought. Angelo comes with me. He brings a camera. We're shooting the documentary. He's getting all fucking kinds of great shit. He's around everywhere. He does interviews with Greg Camp, who plays bass with us, who was in Smash Mouth. He's getting shots of like rehearsals and backstage and Nora Jones and all this fucking rad shit. And he's also fucking running the merch store. He's running the door. He's doing the list. Like he's fucking doing everything.
He also got us drinks.
We're all stoked. We're all running around. Everything seems to be great. And I walk into the dressing room. I'm grabbing my shit. I'm about to go to back home, back to my hotel room. And Angelo's ashen. And I'm like, what happened, dude? And he had points at his computer, and somebody had spilled coconut milk.
Why the fuck are they even in there?
First off, if you have coconut milk, I fucking hate you.
I cracked one when I got in there because there were like 8. And I was like, let's see what this tastes like. It tastes like fucking coconut milk. And I closed it and I threw it away.
Okay.
Because it's coconut milk.
Someone didn't close it and throw it away. Milk. They put it right next to the computer, and someone else knocked it into it, and it spilled inside of the computer. Now, I know what you're thinking right now. You're already going, put it in rice, take the back off, turn it upside down. We got all the tips. At this point, we don't know what's happened. Mm-hmm. But literally, all of the documentary, including what's been shot before, we have some of it backed up, but not all of it. All the story, like our lives, all of everything that Walking the Room, the Reigning Monarchs do artistically is in that fucking computer. And the documentary, which has only been underway since January 11th. So...
Is Shame Chamber in there?
Shame Chamber's in there, yeah. But at least Shame Chamber was main... No. There was an upside.
Yeah.
So some of your stuff is like gone, which is like, oh my God.
So Shame Chamber...
No, well, it's just the
t-shirt.
I think it's better to know that the shirt's gone than to watch us put it on sale for like $8 or $4, or like you can have one free.
Would you buy a bobblehead? Would you buy a shame chamber bobblehead?
Here's the thing. 7 dorks are going to say yes. You're going to buy cases of them. And we'll be out smashing them on a driveway with a baseball bat one day. I think you should. I think that wouldn't be a bad idea to have that come out with the album.
Yeah. So that was tragedy.
Yeah.
Times.
It's walking the room.
It's bad.
It's walking the room. Even in our finest moments, something fucking not catastrophic. Nobody died,
bad.
but bad.
Pretty bad.
He was fucking.
Oh no! Well, fuck.
He was out of his mind.
He's a guy
out of his mind.
He's a guy,
and he
was
trying to blame somebody.
He lives in a
At
hammock
one
in a
point,
garage.
He lives,
it's not going well for him.
But he sleeps in his own hand. The thing that was really upsetting is that he tried to go. There was a part of him who was so furious he wanted to blame somebody, and he's like, "This shit." And I was like, "I'm gonna be honest with you. There are places in the world where I know neither of us are liked. It was not at the Bell House on Saturday night. There was nobody there that was trying to fuck us over.
It was purely an accident, and someone didn't even notice. And, I'm looking at Will.
That's so funny, because so am I. Anderson, fucked up, bro.
So let's talk about my flight.
Okay, I'm into it.
Because I was supposed to fly out on Friday morning. And because I want to have, because I always have to fly fucking, last minute and all this shit because of the working on Talking Dead. And so I'm like, all right, I took Friday off. I'm going to fly out there. I'm going to have a leisurely day. Me and Will are going to have the same flight. We're going to go same hotel. We're going to get dinner, whatever. It'll all be good. So the day before I get a call, hey, do you want to be on Arrested Development? Yes.
Of course you do.
Of course I do.
All right.
So I have to change my flight. So the cost is insane. Like, it literally cost me, I think, $1,200 to fly there and back.
Okay.
Which is it's a $300 round trip.
Yep.
It's
way more than you made for the weekend.
Yep. So, so now I'm like, all right, whatever.
But worth
I
it?
can deal with this. Worth it. If I went alone and did a stand-up show where there weren't like people like you bothering me, it probably would have been an excellent day. So,
So
I get to the airport, and I go through, it's 9 p.m. is my flight. I go through security, and then I go get a beer, because there's a little bit of time left. I figure I'll have a beer. It'll help me sleep. Drink a beer. 10 minutes to boarding. Get up. Start walking over to the gate. Oh, where's my fucking ID? I got everything else here. Checking my pockets. Checking all the pockets I have with the coat. Oh, fuck. I don't have my fucking ID. Which I think sometimes you need to get on a plane, sometimes you don't. It's very, arbitrary. So I'm like, last time I saw it was at security. And I remember seeing it. And where the fuck is it? Because I put it in my shoe because
what?
Because
I'm sorry.
I put the ID and the ticket in my shoe. So then I could grab it.
You can take your ID and your ticket through the fucking machine.
I know. I don't know why I put it down.
I usually hold them in my hands so that when I'm going through the thing, the guy sees them in my hands.
Yeah, but you have your hands up and there's guys around you with guns pointed at you. It's a whole thing. Right. I just walked like a normal person. And you want to know what it is? Where? You know what the question is?
Yeah.
Where are the rest of your pants? Why do they stop there? That happened to someone recently. Oh, it happened to Captain Kirk.
Really?
William Shatner was going through a security checkpoint at LAX, took out his belt, and his pants just dropped, and he had no underwear on.
I mean, that's just called a perk.
Fucking Captain's dick, baby.
That's just called a Kirk.
Yeah, it's Captain's dick.
Oh, you talking about Kirk's dick?
Yeah, Kirk's dick.
That's a Kirk perk.
So now I'm like, where the fuck's my ID? So I'm running all over the airport. I go back to TSA, who are just great. I walk up to a guy, and I go, hey, I think I left my ID here. And he goes, okay. And I was like, so, I mean, this would be the time when you respond with information as to what you do when people leave stuff.
Uh-huh.
You're the guy working behind the desk as a manager at the TSA where I just said I may have lost my ID. So this is the point where you turn around and do something or just say, oh, we keep lost and found here. And he goes, well, someone else will handle that. Okay. And then he walks away. And now
does anyone handle it?
Well, I'm in a panic now because I literally have 5 minutes to get on my plane. So then another dude comes over and I go, hey, I think I lost my ID. He goes, I don't know, I'll check. He opens up a file cabinet and he's just like mixing around papers. Like, I don't know what's happening.
Here's when you knew you were in trouble. What he did was he opened up a file cabinet, then he got out salad tossers, right? And he just started to toss the salad. He just took two, right? He just got himself two big salad tossers and he just tossed it.
If you are the TSA and you're in charge of one of the busiest airports in the country,
Right.
nay, world,
Right.
have a little thing where when people accidentally drop their IDs that you put like a box, like a little box with a lid on it.
Okay, Mr. Anthony.
And you take
Mr.
shit out.
Hey, Mr. Anthony, I need you to keep your... First off, I don't like the tone of voice.
Oh, no.
I want you to keep it down. In fact, if you will look at what this is a drawer, which is much like a box.
Yeah, but there's
And each one of the things that people have lost are put into a file, and then that file is filed in a file of files. Shut up. I'm not done.
There's a kitten in there.
Each file is for each hour or each minute of every day.
Okay.
The possibility that Dave / Anthony or Anthony Dave lost his ID means he's in a possibility in the last, 20 minutes? There's 74 different files this could be in. Okay?
Yeah.
So back the fuck up and let me get my salad tongs.
You should be working in a parking lot.
Okay, first off, I don't like the assumption.
You should be a parking lot attendant. Because that's how qualified you are.
Let me tell you something.
And yet you're in charge of our security. By the way, you can't make a liquid explosive on a plane. So I should be able to bring you water. Because number one, why don't you just have me fucking drink it to see if it's an explosive? Number two, it takes like 8 hours in a stable environment to make a fucking bomb.
Here's the thing I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
I don't like your tone of voice.
Okay.
Also,
Yeah.
my headhunter filed me as an indoor guy, not an outdoor guy. So I will not be getting any jobs as a parking lot when I am qualified to work here.
You did not have a headhunter.
Yes.
You answered a fucking ad in the back of a goddamn
With my
Craigslist.
yes. And how did I see that?
Weekly Craigslist
How did I see that? With my
newspaper.
balls that are in my head and we were hunting.
God damn it. Also,
I am a
what am I going to do with my belt? Why am I taking off my belt? What's going on in my... What?
First off,
What's going on in my belt?
gun belt?
Then you would see it when I walked into the fucking x-ray machine.
Gun belt. Metal.
Okay. So then he looks at me and he goes, I don't see nothing. And that's just a great phrase to hear from someone who's in charge. I don't see nothing. So I feel very confident about our country's security.
Yeah, of course you do.
And I run back to the gate, which is on the other end of the...
How sweaty are you at this point?
I'm pretty sweaty.
Yeah.
And
can you see any of it?
No.
Not yet.
No. And then I go back to the place where I had my beer and I go, was it on the floor? Did anybody find it? She goes, no one found it. So then I go to the gate and I'm like, fuck, I guess. And then I see they're not taking IDs. So I'm like, okay, I guess it's fine. I guess I can on the airplane. And I text my wife. I'm like, I fucking dropped my ID. And, I don't no idea where it is. It's not any pockets, anything. And she goes, and now I lose shit. Like I'm a dude who, like, I always lose things. Like I leave the house 3 times. You know what I mean? In and out. Oh, I forgot my keys. Oh, I forgot my wallet. Like I'm that guy. I just keep going in and out. I will lose my sunglasses on average 17 times a day.
I get it.
I just lose everything.
Right. That's why I wear my indoors, dude.
Right. It's great. It's great, P. Diddy. So I
It's often the
text my wife and she goes, well, you have it. And I go, no, I really don't this time. It's really, I've checked every pocket. Like it's really not here.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's going to happen on the way back. Like I don't know what the deal is. She goes, maybe I can overnight it. I'm like, well, it won't work because by the time I get there, it'll be Saturday. By the time you try to overnight it, I will already have left on Sunday. It won't work. So I'm like, we'll just have to figure it out. When I get there, it might be totally fucked. And I go, and she goes, are you sure you don't have it? I go, where the fuck would it be? In my shoe?
Oh, you're an asshole.
So now I'm sitting down and I feel my shoes and I'm like,
I don't want this story to end.
and I'm like,
I don't want it
it
to end
can't
this way.
because I can't-
I don't want it to end this way.
because I can't feel anything in my
I
shoe.
don't want it to end this
Now I
way.
do have nice thick socks for the wintertime I'm about to enjoy in New York City.
Enjoy as a stretch.
So I take off my shoe and god damn it, there's my ID.
You fucking cunt. You fucking cunt. Like, for all the shit you give me, and then you make this, you are a cunt.
How fucking.
I hate.
What are you talking about? That's
No, I
the
hate.
ultimate Dave Anthony story.
That's
That is
just
so.
fucking-
That's like that. That explains my entire career. That explains everything in my life.
It does really.
It's everything. Hey, where is it? It's in my shoe.
Oh.
It's all in my fucking shoe, and I just didn't know where it was.
That's fucking. You know what?
You know how many jokes I've lost in my shoe? Everything's in my shoe. The whole fucking deal.
We'll be right back. I don't want to talk anymore.
Welcome back to Walking the Wood. My name is Dan Maloney, and this is Greg Bannon, and he's stupid. So, on the plane, we're back on the plane. I sit down, and there are two. Now, I was a douchebag on the plane.
Okay.
I'll tell you how. So, there are two women. There's an older Asian woman, I want to say 60s.
Yeah.
And next to her, a younger Asian woman who's maybe late 20s.
Right.
And I sit down and I'm like, well, I feel very claustrophobic here. And then I realize it's because the older Asian woman has brought a down comforter.
Of course.
Like the kind you would have on a queen size bed. This giant fucking down comforter that she is going to sleep in. Like a crazy person on an airplane.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, that's fucking weird, and this is not going to be a great flight because that shit's going to get all over me. And I
Also-
don't want to share a down comforter with an old lady
But here's
on
the
a
thing:
plane.
once you start there, just bring the rest of the bed.
Right?
Bring the bed.
Bring the whole fucking
Bring
shit.
the box. You know what I do? I don't bring the comforter. I bring the box spring.
Yeah, well, why wouldn't you?
Right?
Yeah. So, I'm like, what the fuck? And then
How
I look
stoked would
over-
you be if you saw me coming down the aisle holding the box spring and then realized I'd be sitting next to you?
I'd kill myself. I would just.
What if I didn't have a
immediately-
box spring at all? It's just me.
Oh, that's horrible. I would
You'd also kill yourself.
Kill myself. So now I look over, and she's got like a garment bag, also
Right.
on top of the comforter,
Right.
and then on top of that, she's clutching her handbag, like there's a windstorm or there are 50 burglars sprinting by trying
Yeah,
to grab
yeah.
shit.
Or
white knuckling.
Or there's birds inside.
There could be birds inside.
She does not
or
wanna let that
turtles. She could have a
Yeah,
she could
yeah.
have a whole
But no,
thing full
but
of
turtles you could catch. You couldn't. You open that thing and birds go out.
Yeah, that's true.
You're fucked.
Yep. And then I look over.
Also
I have
hope.
to-
Also hope.
Hope.
If
There's
you
definitely
let
hope
go,
in that.
hope will fucking especially
And you
sitting
don't-
next to
yeah.
you, it would have just fucking
Yeah.
dissipated.
Yep. And then I look over, and the younger Asian woman is also clutching her handbag
Yeah.
like the place is full of Robbie Stabby murderers. Like it's crazy what's happening. And they're clearly so terrified of putting their bag anywhere out of their reach because, you know, who doesn't steal shit on a plane because you can make an easy getaway?
Yeah.
So I'm like, Jesus Christ, this is what I have to sit next to.
That would be kind of cool though to fucking be a pickpocket on a plane or a purse snatcher.
a person not trying to play with
And
me.
then
Great.
just get to
Snatch
the other
that
end of
shit.
the plane and then go, you don't see me.
I'm
I would be gone. Normally I'd be gone.
swiper, no swiping.
Swiper, no swiping.
So now I'm just sitting there. I'm like, well, this is fucked up because these are people. These are the kind. I'm in the window seat, and these are the kind of people that you can't go. Hey, I need to go to the bathroom.
Right.
They've basically set up a room, and they're terrified.
Right.
So I stretch out, and then there's something under where my feet go.
Right.
Where I would put my bag
Or your wallet.
or my wallet
Or your ID.
Or my ID.
Someplace where you put your ID.
I stretch out my ID keepers.
Let's just call those your ID keepers. In fact, I'm just going to say, what kind of wallet did you get today? Because that's what your shoes are a wallet. Fucking idiot. You're
So-
an idiot.
And there's something under the seat, and I'm like, well, this is where I
And
keep
it's not
my
your
shit.
ID.
And so I kick it to push it forward, and then it gets pushed back.
Ooh, I don't like
And
it.
I'm like, okay, so this isn't the crazy Asian ladies. This is the fucking lady in front of me, because she doesn't have a place to put her shit because she's right at the front.
Right.
Right? So there's no seat in front of her.
Yeah.
That means you have to put your shit in the fucking overhead bin,
That's right.
crazy.
Yeah. Because you paid for that extra legroom, by the way.
Oh, fuck yeah.
So you actually have
Yeah.
to, it doesn't matter, but you don't get to fucking take my legroom.
Right. So I push it again harder. It comes back even harder. And I'm like, I stood up and I go, you can't keep your stuff there. That's where my feet go. And she goes, well, I need to keep it somewhere. I'm like, that's a different answer. That's my space. So I picked it up and I put it in the seat next to her, which was fucking empty. And then it was really awkward. So now I'm in a fight with this lady.
What happened then?
Then she just went harumph. She didn't say anything. She just turned
she was
around and
wrong.
got all mad. Yeah, she was fucking wrong.
How old?
But she's also a twat. She was like 50.
Yeah.
So I was like, what in the fuck is happening on this plane? Now, the reason I fly Virgin is because they have the internet and they have that little fucking
You know what
TV
was in her
screen.
bag, by the way?
What?
Her
Toy?
youth.
That's where she kept her uterus.
It's all dry. It's all dried up now. Why would I make that joke? Most of our listeners are menopausal,
I know.
and we love
We
them.
love you. We love you. So now the plane starts flying, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to watch TV because they have live TV on fucking the plane.
I love it.
It's like living in a magic land.
Yeah.
On the way back, I watched the fucking Super Bowl on the goddamn airplane. Like that's
You can't.
10 years ago, you told me that was going to happen. I would have punched you in the face.
You don't have
'cause
to.
were
If you're flying
crazy.
Virgin, you have to worry about missing anything.
Right. So all the other screens are working, and mine goes out of service.
And it also the Super Bowl is gayer on Virgin.
much gayer.
Yeah.
Oh my God, so
Yeah.
gay. My screen.
They
Goes,
ran the Madonna halftime on that one.
my screen goes out of service.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. So I call the guy over and I go, hey, my thing is out of service, and he goes, okay, I'll try and restart it. So he goes in back and he hits a thing, and then code comes up and it's restarting. I'm like, okay. So it restarts. I'm like, perfect. I go to hit it again, pull up the station I want to watch, out of service. So I'm like, all right. Excuse me, Asian ladies. And I get up, and I have the Asian lady stand up, and I go to the back, and I go, hey, so the screen's not working again. Mm-hmm. And he goes, okay. And then I just stared at him because it was like okay was the end of it. You know what I mean? Like that was his answer. Like, yeah, no, I know it's not. And then I stared at him, and they go, are there any other seats? I don't think there are. There's some middle seats. I'm like, I don't want a middle seat on a night flight. And I go, so what are we going to do? And he just stares at me. And then I just stared back at him. Basically, we were having a stare off until somebody broke.
Right. And what
And
happened?
it was crazy how long it went on. And then he said, I can give you a free movie.
Okay.
And I said, okay, that'll do it. That's a couple hours. That's fine. But I walked away and I realized, and I thought of that Louis C.K. bit when he talks about people flying, getting upset about shit when they're on planes.
Yeah.
And I realized I was like the cunt of the year.
Yes.
Like I was just being a bitch.
Yeah.
But also in the back of my head was like, I paid $1,200 fucking bucks. I should be in first class. I should be getting whatever I want.
Yeah, well, here's the thing, and I'm with you on this. But when I flew back on Virgin from Boston, TV,
Out.
just the sound.
Oh.
Oh,
that's
Guy
great,
goes, let me
that's great.
restart it.
Yeah.
He restarted it again. Same thing. And I went, I'm reading a book.
Yeah.
But here's the other thing, too. I also realized at the end, the guy came up to me and said, look, I don't want you to watch Moonrise Kingdom. No one needs to see it.
That's where we're going. That's where
what it
my
was.
story is going.
Oh, you're kidding.
So
That,
fucking...
oh my God, how weird. I had no, because
God damn it.
I was trying to watch Moonrise Kingdom. You got my Moonrise Kingdom.
Can I just say congrats to Wes Anderson for making the same fucking movie a million different times? I can't.
It's disappointing
Fuck it,
because
I can't.
here's the thing, though.
Holy shit.
I have a great amount of love for his first three films. I loved Bottle Rocket. I loved
Bottle
Rushmore.
Rocket. I love Rushmore.
And I loved
Royal Tenenbaums.
Royal Tenenbaums.
Did not care for it.
I loved it. And I also liked the animated one,
I like the Mr. Fox. I like the Fantastic Mr.
Mr. Fox. And then there were
yeah.
moments of
Pain and suffering.
no, but there were moments during Steve Zissou that I was like, oh, okay, it's always interesting. He's an interesting filmmaker. He works very hard. Everything he does is labored. But
Feels like it.
I feel like I missed a bullet on it. I feel like the girl that was my flight attendant was gorgeous and black, and I feel like she was like, look, books, man. Get into your books.
Yeah.
I know Mike's watching something fun and his works and yours doesn't, but you're not watching a movie on this flight. And I'm also, here's me. I'm not going to get mad. I'm not going to get mad.
Congratulations to you for
No.
regular price flying.
No. You know what it is? It's just pills. It's a different guy. It's just a guy who doesn't give a shit that much. Just doesn't care that much.
So I watched that movie, and then I was like, well, fuck everything about this. By the end of the movie, I was reading a book, and the movie was just playing.
Yeah.
I can't, like, and people said, you haven't liked the other ones, this one's going to be the one you like. No, it isn't. It's the same fucking movie. It's just the same quick cuts and all the fucking shit and the weird, quirky character. Yeah, I get it.
And everyone's adorable but
If you're a fucking quality filmmaker, you change your shit up and you try something. Take a fucking risk, bitch.
Well,
switch it up a little bit.
I don't know. Some artists are different. You know what I mean? It's like you don't want the Ramones to make a different record, but you're happy if you two try some shit. Some people are just better at that than others, and they fail along the way as well, either by staying too much the same or trying too hard.
It's way too.
It's a weird thing, but I think he just doesn't. I think at certain points you go, well, this is what my people like, and this is what I like, and this is what I make. But as a viewer, you go, and exactly, I was like, I couldn't get the sound, but it was still running, and I was like, I know exactly what's happening.
Yeah.
I know exactly what's happening.
I turned off the sound and just watched it.
And I know all these archetypes from your other movies. So you're not showing me anything new. You're not trying to do something new. No. And also, I started thinking about, like, where does he go next as a filmmaker? Like, what does he?
I was really thinking that a lot.
Where does he?
Bottle
do?
Rocket,
What does he
I
do?
still think is the best movie.
It's fantastic. So, okay,
that was my. Now let's take a break and we'll come back with your.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, you got a thing.
I got a thing.
You gonna be all right?
Oh fuck! It was great.
Okay. This is Walking the Room. My name is David Anthony. I'm here with Greg Barrett. Greg,
Yeah.
I hear you've had some interesting times lately.
I had quite an adventure this weekend. I want to
did
tell you
you?
something. I did the Starfish Circus Brooklyn and had an amazing time
Oh, that's
despite a few bumps
fantastic.
in the road.
Yeah.
So happy when I got home yesterday, and I'm going to tell you what happened. Now, here's the interesting thing. Now, when people try and break us down into Dave and Greg, and I relate to Dave because he's grumpy and Greg is optimistic. You have to understand that if both of us didn't have little pieces of each other, we wouldn't be friends. I have a fucking temper, and I actually was more crazy during the making of this whole thing for a longer time than Dave ever was, and my anger was just silent and inside and eating me away.
Beautiful.
Now, and I'm not going to labor this anymore, I won't mention it that much more, but now that I have found the...
Jesus?
Yes, in a bottle. Mm-hmm. Now that I've found this sort of reprieve, I'm able to work at a slower pace in certain situations and have a better understanding of them and wait a minute before I make a decision about how I feel, which makes me not as interested in some things and wildly interested in others. And we've talked about that ad infinitum. Now, this kind of situation had not happened until I got home on Sunday. I called my wife. I said, I'm in. She said, I've been sick all weekend. I haven't got any food. Your sister's here for the Super Bowl. Do you want to go and pick up some fried chicken?
Fuck yeah.
I said, yeah, I'll go to Gelson's. I'll pick up some fried chicken. Maybe get some ribs.
Corn dogs?
Get some Gray Ladies in a can.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, sure.
She's got diamonds already at home.
Oh, shit. Party going on.
I go to the deli counter. Place is packed because it's Super Bowl Sunday.
Yep, shit's going off.
People are behind there. A lot of people milling around the deli counter. Got to take a number. I couldn't find the number at first. I found it. By the time when I got there, they were saying 34, 35, 34, 35. I go over, and this older woman runs towards the machine, but I'm there before her.
Blocker.
I go in front of her.
Yeah.
And I take this ticket, and I realize I've cut her off, and I hand it to her. And she goes, oh, that was nice. Thank you. I said, no problem. I take 36.
Yeah.
We both go back over to where the meats are, and we wait. Finally, the guy goes, 35, 36.
Yeah.
Woman puts her hand up. Now, this fucking mook from a fucking...
Is this your woman? Your woman puts her hand up?
Yeah, our old woman. And this old woman
you guys
is...
been
This
chatting,
old
or
woman
you-
is like out of casting. Like, she's 80. She's got the big dark glasses inside. She's wearing a lime suit.
Oh, fuck yeah, she's
She's fantastic in white shoes.
Christ.
Yeah,
Oh
she's
my
best.
God, did you
Open
fuck
toe.
her?
She was... I
You
mean,
should
I
have fingered
just...
her. You should have given her
It
a
didn't matter
gentle
because I was
finger.
just jerking off.
Okay.
So I'm standing there. We're not talking. We're both looking at what
You didn't
we're
have a
gonna order.
conversation because I would have gone into a conversation with that crazy lady.
Well, hang
That's
on.
fucking
Well, we're forced into one because
Okay.
this happens. A dude in track pants, short sleeve, grayish hair, Italian dude. Fucking
sure he's not
full,
Armenian?
full. No, he's not. He's fucking like a mook.
Like
he's
a
fucking
mobster-looking
yeah,
dude.
Exactly. Period.
Yep.
Goes, yeah, I'm 34. And the guy goes, I already called. He goes, no, you didn't. And I said, yeah, he did. He goes, pardon me, bro?
Oh, you got the bro.
So, no, I'm sorry. Let me get back that up. She says, yes, they already called your number, the old woman. It's my turn.
Yeah.
And he goes, no, I don't think so, lady. And then I said, yeah, he did. Yes, they did. They already called 34.
Tempers are fucking
So he
flaring.
goes, fucking, pardon me, bro?
Yeah.
And I go, really?
You got a
And he
bro.
goes, what the fuck? So he steps to me, puts his shit down and steps to me.
Puts his shit down.
Steps to me.
He's in a fucking grocery store.
I go, it's now, here's where I am.
Yeah.
I can escalate too, but because I'm all Alexa proud, I'm just staring at him kind of quiet. And I go, are we yelling at an old lady today?
Do you have your glasses on?
Yeah.
Okay.
I go, are you yelling at an old lady today? And he goes, what the fuck, buddy? They called my number. I go, they called your number a while ago. He goes, you don't fuck. Listen to me. You're messing with the wrong fucking dude. And he gets up and he's fucking shaking and he's big.
He's probably on steroids.
And I go,
Or just
and I say to him,
sandwiches.
I say to him, you're messing with the wrong fucking guy.
I actually disagree with that statement.
Now, let me tell you why I said that. Here's the thoughts that went through. Here's the thoughts that went through my head. 2 weeks ago, I got hit in the head as hard as you possibly could when I fell off that skateboard.
Yeah.
And I lived through it.
Well,
Hang on. I'm like, that's the worst I'm going to experience right now. I can live through that.
I think he could do worse.
If he hits me,
Yeah.
we're buying cars. We're getting all
You
kinds
are.
of. We're like, but here's
You can
no.
sue Gelson.
Wait,
So
but
you
wait.
can get ham sandwiches forever, free ones.
Totally. I've also got the crowd behind me. Now.
Yeah, and are
But
they
this
saying
is
anything?
the best. The old woman goes, hit him.
Oh my God!
Listen to her.
What?
Listen to her. Listen to her. She goes,
Holy shit!
listen to her. She goes, hit him. We're all standing right here. Go ahead, tough guy. Hit him. Hit him. Now my insides start to get. Now I'm afraid.
You could shit yourself.
Because I'm like, okay, this guy's gonna hit me, but I have the exterior of.
totally calm. That always freaks him out.
And so then he looks at me. Now, here's what I'm wearing. I got my army pants on. I got a flannel, hat, glasses,
Yeah.
my fucking penny loafers.
And let's say this: these dudes that do this,
yeah.
never hit anyone because they don't have to at that point because the other guy always backs down.
Right.
I'm the guy who doesn't back down
Right.
also, and they'd never know what in the fuck to do.
Right. I'm standing
Ever.
there. Dude, I am as composed as I've ever been. I've also not raised my voice once.
Yeah, freaks
because
them
I
out.
know, like in my
freaks them
relationship
out.
with you and my wife, like I didn't realize I'm a guy that raises my voice a lot
Yeah.
and didn't realize that. And I'm like, and sometimes
way,
people think I'm angrier than.
I feel like I'm your sensei, and all the training is coming together.
So it's really great. I wish I'd had this at the Christmas tree lot a couple years ago. Or when I drive. So now she says, go ahead and hit him.
Yeah.
And then another woman walks over, a blonde woman walks over to me and laughingly says in my ear, oh my God, this guy's picking on an old woman.
Now it's
he's
a crowd.
Crimson.
Yeah.
And he says to me, you are fucking with the wrong guy.
What are you gonna do? Hey,
And I go like this.
Jesus Christ.
Hang on. So I say like this, back at him in his same voice. So are you. And he goes, and then this is his final thing. He looks at me and he goes, "You're a." No. I say, no. This is what he said. He said, "You're fucking with the wrong guy," and I go, "You're fucking with the wrong guy."
This is good.
And then he goes, "Don't use." He says, "Don't use language with me." And I say, Yes, he just said it too. And I say, "I will do as I see fit." This is amazing. Here's his final play. Now, trust me, he's wearing Adidas track pants and just a fucking hoodie. And he says to me, he looks me up and down and he goes, "You're a slob."
Whoa, he's wearing a fucking what?
And I laugh so loud.
He's basically got everything but a fucking chunk of provolone in his goddamn hand.
So then to that response, and remember, by the way, I'm certain I'm going to be punched in the face at this point, but I'm not going to let him bully an old woman.
Right.
And also, I'm not wrong. So
you're standing up for an old lady and yourself a little bit.
and I'm going to get
aren't you?
slugged, and I'm standing there, and he goes, "You're a fucking slob," and I laugh so loud, like you'd made a joke. Like I just go, and I clap, and he's fucking furious.
Yeah, because that was supposed to take you to the next. You were supposed to get really upset with that.
I just fucking
because he could tell you're a bit of a dainty fella.
Sure,
you're a dandy,
right?
And so he knows you're underdressed, and he senses that you like to dress up, and so he's going.
He goes right at it. You're a fucking slob.
Yeah,
and I just laugh.
Because it's a really sad thing to say.
And then he just turns to the person and goes, I'll take the chicken. He gets himself a nice big piece of chicken. Gets himself a great big piece of chicken. He just goes right over and gets the chicken. It was the best. And by the way, I was terrified. And then I was like, oh, I'm going to get it. I'm going to get whacked on the way out of the store. But then he disappeared. And I never saw him. Like, again, like he could have.
Yeah, that guy's not going to do anything.
But the best thing was, I was like, look, I'm standing in a room full of people. I've been punched before. Mm-hmm. I can take it. He's pushing an old woman around. Mm-hmm. She was afterwards. She was like, oh, my God, that guy. She goes, that guy was nothing but a dirty bum. A bum. I'm like, oh, my God. When
you should have brought her back to watch the game at your house.
She's truly, I hope I see her again.
Right now.
She would be great. She would have been great to interview.
Yeah.
She, I don't know why she became Burgess Meredith at the end. Nothing but a stinking bum, Rock. You're nothing but a stinking bum.
Get the chicken.
Got himself a nice big piece of chicken, did he? But that was the weirdest thing, dude. It was like he started hostile. He wanted to fight, but he wasn't going to get one.
He didn't want to fight.
No, he didn't.
He didn't want to fight. He wanted to scare you.
But all he had to do was go, what am I? Like, I kept thinking, what are the stakes for this guy? Like, he's 34. We're going to let him go. If he had simply said, if he had turned and said, hey, you know what? I missed my thing.
Yeah.
Both of us would have said, yeah,
grab your thing.
Who cares? It's Super Bowl Sunday.
That's all right.
But he snapped at the woman, and I was like, what the fuck, bro? And I was there when they were yelling out, 34. 34. And he goes, I was standing right here. I go, you weren't. And he was, anyway, it just was like fucking intense. But I have to say,
it's hard to hear through stupid.
But there's something there's a difference between righteous indignation. Like, when that woman had her shit under your fucking chair, wrong. She was wrong. She was not playing the rules.
Wrong.
She knows better.
Yeah.
You could have just said to her, hey, you know better. You know that I paid for this space.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with the truth. It's when you're wrong. Like, there's nothing they can do.
When you're in the wrong and then you're getting into a fight about being wrong.
And all that
that's
guy
when
had.
You're a,
but nobody. But
he knew that.
But neither of you were playing the truth in the galley when you're talking about the movie. Because what should have happened is this. You know what, man? I'm sorry about that. Sometimes these things fuck up. They're old.
Right.
You know, they're old. We're being sold.
And I would have been like, all right.
But, I kind of give you a free movie. But he chose to actually have the confrontation with you as well.
He did.
He saw your hostility, and he reacted with hostility. Whereas with this guy, I started to react with just, hey.
I got to say, though, I wasn't being hostile at that point. I walked back there like, hey.
You're just hostile standing.
No, I'm like a. If you see me standing, it's like seeing a soft, gentle angel.
In Justin Van Warmer's essay, he talks about your father, and he says, much like when the Red Menace. And what he talks about, and this is exactly who this is kind of who this guy was. Mm-hmm. He talks about when your father was a young man. He had the luxury of being liberal because he still got everything.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you're a liberal, you better be okay to give up shit because it's for everybody.
Yes.
Right? Like the Kennedys were like, no one's going to ever take anything from us. Blacks are awesome. And I don't mean that I don't mean that they're against civil rights, but they were never getting anything taken off your plate.
Right.
Now, you're not the president of the United States, and you're also not halftime entertainment, and you're also not what America wants at all.
Yeah.
And so that's when you start going, I got my guns, and I got my rights, and I got my Second Amendment, and I got my, that's... There are good reasons for the Second Amendment.
By the way.
Yeah.
And I was on the plane on the way back. The CNN was on, or I think it was CNN, and they were like... And talking about the gun issue, and we are going to go and speak to Ted Nugent about how he feels about the Second Amendment and the gun issues facing America. And it's like, so there's a serious issue on the table.
Yeah.
Right? There's like besides abortion, like guns is probably it. Like it's the serious fucking issue that we're trying to deal with and trying to figure out a way through. And we need intelligent discussion. And CNN goes, okay, so to deal with the gun issue, we're going to go talk to a fucking clown. A human clown.
Right.
That's just we couldn't find a dumber, more simplistic, stupid asshole.
Ill-informed.
And that's who we're going to chat it up with about this. Like, are you out of your fucking...
That's right.
CNN should have been firebombed at that point.
It's unbelievable.
And everyone would have gone, well, the Nugent thing, I get it. I mean, they're just...
But there's this thing in this country. Okay, so obviously you heard that Obama made some comment about whether he had a son or whether he would let him play football or not. And there's this
Yeah,
real...
why was that anything? I don't want my kid to play football.
There's this real issue with these cats who are, and there's just a handful of them now that have sort of outed themselves as guys who are suffering some severe...
Oh, yeah, it's a big deal.
...problems because of being hit so hard.
Yeah.
And then there's the people that don't want the game to not be entertaining.
Yeah.
And the people that want to make money off of it in a less entertaining sport and blah, blah, blah.
It is. I will say this, having not watched football for years and then having watched this playoff run, the game is super changed and super pussified.
But at the same
time... But that's
time...
because people are dying.
Well, I always wonder about the people that are like, no, just leave it alone. Yes, some people die. Look, it's their fault. We're like that with everything. We're like that about the guns, and we're like this about football.
That happened with NASCAR,
we're like
too.
that with healthcare.
That happened with NASCAR. Remember they wanted to put them in these seats that were really rigid, and there was a whole big fucking thing about it. It's like, it could save somebody from dying.
I'm not interested in that. No, that's not why I go to the Indy 500. I go to the Indy 500 so the tire hits me in the fucking skull. I want to see some shit blow up so I got something to talk about when I go home to my empty life. And that is not to say that people that like NASCAR have empty lives. I think car racing is great. I'm just saying we as a country have such a fucking obsession with violence and most of the people making the decisions don't play the fucking sport.
No, they don't.
And there are guys who are fucking drooling on themselves going, it might not be good later.
Yeah.
And 25-year-old men with a lot of energy and guys that don't want to give it up because they're in the middle of the game and want to be warriors because they do take this that seriously are not thinking for themselves.
No, they're not.
As a guy who's fast approaching 50, you go, by the way... Happy for you to take those drugs, but slow them down. Don't take them so many at the same time. Take them in, there's so many things where you just want to look back and go, it's going to fuck you.
Yeah.
And you're not going to want it down here. Yeah. Down here, you're going to wish you hadn't done that. But the fact that we get these guys are like, I don't want to change the fucking game.
Don't fuck up the game, man. It's about hitting each other.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
If a guy can't hit another fucking guy in the skull, how do I come? When do I get to come?
It's a good point. If I'm watching a sport and I can't watch two gentlemen ram heads, I'm getting cheated. And I have not paid any money, but I am sitting in my living room watching it for free, so I should be able to watch two gentlemen slamming each other at full speed with helmets on.
But here's the great thing, and I'm not advocating, Michael Vick's dog party. But
by the way, that's a new show on Fox at midnight on Saturdays. Michael Vick's Dog Party.
If we could get the collection of every fucking show we've ever made up, you and I would have the best network. If somebody is nerdy enough to aggregate every show we've ever made up and give us a lineup for the week, or if it's just one day,
the network would be great.
Just tell us what the shows are,
Prime time,
or even the podcast, like anything that we brought up as a show or a movie. You can make Bro tell a series.
You can all be part of the scheduling.
You can all be part of the scheduling on the Walk in the Room Network.
Tuesdays, Michael Vick's Dog Party.
Well, I guess we're offering the general managership to of Walk in the Room Television Network.
It's a co-op.
Yeah, WTR-TV. Yeah, I feel like that scares me whenever we're like, whoa, people still need to die. Hang on. Fuck, the next thing you know when this country went to shit, we started taking razor blades out of apples at Halloween.
Well, Janine was roundabout making the point, but not directly, but basically what she was saying was, we have agreed to not have peanuts in schools, but we haven't agreed to not have guns. Which is just like...
He's fucking great. That's fucking great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's super smart.
Here's
the thing. If we arm the teachers with peanuts...
Right? Jesus Christ. Just give the teachers peanuts and they can throw them at people who are allergic.
Yeah. We might be off on that. That should be one of our charities.
Yeah.
Get peanuts to teachers.
Give peanuts to teachers.
Rock in the Room. Get peanuts to teachers.
Turn the teachers into peanuts.
Look, let me ask you something. Is your teacher peanut free? Then I cannot have my kid in the classroom.
I cannot have my kid in the classroom.
I have to say, I watched 3 Portlandias coming home, and I had not watched it before. And I have to say, I never laughed out loud, and yet it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
That makes sense. That's how
those guys are so fucking good.
Although they did a nerd sketch, a fake commercial, about a girl and a guy are talking in a bar, and the girl goes, "I'm a nerd. Like I totally loved I love The Matrix and something else, and then an actual nerd walks out and walks through the bar, and then everything fades to white, and he's like, I'm a nerd, and I play Dungeons and Dragons, and I go to Renaissance fairs, and I dress up as characters, and I enjoy it, but it's horrible. And he goes, and I had to do it, and it's so fucking genius because the whole nerd thing is just, I'm sorry. 90% of people calling themselves nerds, you're not fucking nerds.
No.
You just like shit. You're not. Nerds suffer.
They do.
They suffer horribly.
Yep.
And it's not. There's just because you put on big horn rim glasses and you're a cute girl.
Well, that's why.
And you like Star Wars doesn't make you a nerd.
That's why in years from now, when you see Revenge of the Nerds, you're going to ask yourself during it. So is this about guys with Asperger's? This doesn't seem funny at all. It seems really mean-spirited.
Anytime I see it, I always think, so you're going to end it with a rape? It ends with a rape. A guy puts on a mask. A girl thinks her boyfriend is fucking her. It's a nerd. That's a rape.
Hello, everybody. I was just reenacting the end of Revenge of the Nerds. No, you were raping.
No,
That's a rape.
No, have you seen the movie?
It's a rape.
She ends up totally loving his dick. Just a classic dude fantasy.
So here's a question. Or just I'm asking you because I like Fred Armisen and he makes me laugh all the time. But he's also, the character studies are so intense and so good, but it isn't like there were a couple of TV commercials during the Super Bowl that made me like, oh, that made me laugh out loud. That was
the fucking Jamaican guy one, the white guy that was Jamaican.
Beautiful.
It was one of my favorite.
Also, the whispering
ever.
thing in the library where the guy came in and went fire that whole thing was great. And the falling, I love.
But then a lot of commercials that made absolutely no sense. Hey, Doritos, what the fuck are you doing?
Well, Doritos ran a contest and let people make their own commercials. So the guy that did the goat thing
is.
The guy that did the goat thing was the first place winner, I think.
Okay, well that didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, the goat was going to kick the shit out of him for taking the Doritos. At first it was cute and then it got bad. It's like this show.
It wasn't.
It's a lot like our show.
Doritos, don't do that again.
Doritos, I don't disagree. But so what would you call that? Something that is wildly entertaining, completely accurate, super funny, you never laughed out loud once.
I think you call it Portlandia, like you just said. That happens. I mean, I don't laugh out loud at Portlandia, really.
But I didn't laugh out loud.
Like, oh, this is good, though.
But I mean, I actually, like during Rushmore, I genuinely laughed out loud. But most of his movies are like
most
weird,
of his
interesting
movies
thing.
You don't laugh out loud at. It's called a good feeling movie.
Feel good?
You don't laugh at Mark Maron's podcast, but you enjoy it.
I love it. I absolutely fucking love his podcast. I genuinely do.
I love that I just took a swipe at Maron.
Here's the great thing. He'll never know.
Yeah, he will.
He's on Cloud Maron.
Listens.
I know, but she doesn't
Jessica
report back
listens.
about it. I know she does.
Yeah,
She doesn't report back everything. I hear she's way into fucking Pete Holmes now and shit.
Oh, really?
No, I don't know. I like to accuse her of leaving us.
Yeah, she did leave us.
For a little while. I think she got way into, yeah, dude.
I don't know what happened. So my wife just sent me a text saying I have to get my balls snipped.
Oh, shit.
So,
well, we'll have to talk about the next one because I have to leave.
Okay. Do we have anything coming up now?
Yeah, we do.
I have a couple things in February, but I have to tweet them because.
So you guys, we last year when we had the sort of the whatever happened with Austin and we got off the ball. We were actually doing a lot of shows and then we weren't, and we're going to change that this year. We're going to try and do as many live podcasts as we can, and we are going to do 2 Starfish Circuses a year. We're going to do one. Every time, Brooklyn one around the same time, January, February, March, somewhere in there at the beginning of the year. And then we're going to possibly we haven't completely confirmed this, but we're going to try and do another one right before the Podfest. So that if you're here in town, you can go see that as well.
Yeah, so the Thursday before the Friday that the festival starts, hopefully.
Right, and we know a lot of people can't get in and blah, 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 but we have to put them in different places and we can't interfere with it and we don't want to make people choose. So we thought put them together and see how that works this year. And we'll do 2 a year.
And we're talking about a live podcast, which we haven't done in New York in June.
Yep.
We're talking about that
at the
right
Union
now.
Hall.
At Union Hall.
And
then, we'll scatter some out. Hopefully we'll be in Australia in August. And we're doing Bridgetown in April, the Bridgetown Comedy Festival in Portland. And then, we just did San Francisco. So
yep.
We're going to try and be a little more, instead of like, hey, we're doing a live podcast, like schedule them way ahead of time.
And
so
then we're
you
also
guys
going
know.
to try and put them up at a place where you can find them. We're going to try. Our tour page thing is sort of weird because it bounces to my website. We'll figure it out. But we're doing the best we can. A lot of activity on the Facebook page. I'm getting back in the Thunderdome. I fixed my computer now so that I can go in there. And Dave's in there. And keep staying in there. It is really helpful. And some of the shit that's being written in there, the Justin Van Warmer stuff, all the Richard Kuckner stuff, like there's really good shit being written and done in that room. And that's it. Glitter done.
Glitter done.